Hey YouTube, welcome back to another Red Tech video. Today's video is all about trash. I spent a little bit of time in creative yesterday going over my design, making sure that I build a trash disposal that's exactly like my buddy Strap Goose had mentioned. So he called it a FAF, item disposal. So that's fastest. Anyways, when I build a machine, I often talk about how many times hopper speed it is. And every hopper is capable of moving 9,000 items per hour. We're going to be building a automatic trash can capable of throwing away 72,000 items per hour. Which, by the way, would be a huge way to assert your Redstone technical dominance over the rest of your server or your friends. I mean, it's super simple to build. For comparison, this is our single hopper speed trash can. Now the big bad boy. 20 items a second, 72,000 items per hour, and they're fireproof too, so they won't be burning you guys' builds down. So I was going to show you everything from a single hopper speed trash disposal right up to an 8 times, but you guys have already seen this in my item elevator video. All I've done is face the dropper down. It's the exact same circuit. We're going to be focusing on the 8 times item disposal. For the 8 times hopper speed item disposal, you will need 2 chests, 2 rails of any kind, 2 hopper minecarts, 12 hoppers, 4 droppers, 4 cauldrons, 6 panes of glass, 22 building blocks, 4 buckets of lava, 2 target blocks, 14 redstone dust, 2 redstone repeaters, and 5 comparators. This list, of course, covers all the blocks that the redstone touch. I do recommend putting all your redstone on a different colored block, as it does help you not to mine it out if you go to dig underneath of it later. Let's get right into the build. So we're going to start with a hole that's 6 wide by 7 high. We're going to dig a trench 4 blocks long. We're going to place 4 cauldrons just up here. We're going to jump into our little trench, look up. We're going to crouch and place 4 droppers facing into these cauldrons. We can fill our trench back in. So now we're going to place our solid blocks. We're going to place 4 on the back here like this. We're going to take 4 and put them on the ground in front of them. We're going to place 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 up, and 3 across. We're going to follow that up to here, at which point we'll bring 2 blocks over here and 2 blocks over here. Your block layout should look something like this. Now we're going to populate some redstone components. We're going to take our 5 comparators, put 1 here, facing into this block. We're going to put 4 right here. We're going to take our 2 repeaters. We're going to put 1 here and 1 here. So we'll place down 6 redstone dust on the back here, leading right up to this comparator. We're going to put this comparator in subtraction mode. 2 more pieces of dust here, 4 more pieces of dust here, and 2 more pieces of dust here. We're going to put our 2 target blocks in here and here. If you got everything in right, your circuit should now look like this. We're going to fill all 4 cauldrons with lava. 1, 2, and another and another. We're going to put hoppers in the back facing into the droppers. We're going to have hoppers in the top facing down into the droppers. And we will have hoppers facing into the upper hoppers. Your hopper tank should all look like mine here, where you have this row pointing into these pointing straight down, and these should be pointing straight in. Now you want to be careful, because anything that drops into these hoppers is gone almost instantly. We're going to take our 6 pieces of glass, and we're going to run them around the perimeter of the hoppers, like this. We're going to take our 2 of any kind of rail, we'll put them on top, followed by the minecarts. Now, if you jump into these minecarts and stand on top of them and crouch back to the edge of the hopper, you can break both rails here and the minecarts will push themselves into place. That's pretty sweet, right? Super easy alignment. Now take a temporary block, put it on top of the pane of glass on one side or the other, doesn't really matter. Back off of this. Now we're going to put our 2 chests beside it, making sure that they are on the open section of the glass. You can place blocks right on top of this redstone so that you can't jump into the minecarts and push them around. We should now test our farm and see how fast it throws things away. Yep, that's pretty quick. Make sure your minecarts are both grabbing items out of the chest. Once you've verified your trash can is working, I would go ahead and light up the bottom anything that's under the surface, just to make sure no mobs spawn in here and make a bunch of noise. Unless you're going to fill it up solid, you can now fill your area back in. I recommend throwing a few stairs around the chest if it's going to be out in the open, so that just looks a little nicer. There we go. Nice area. Nobody can hit the minecarts. Nobody's really going to know what's going on unless they want to break into it. That's that. This video helped you out. Smash that like button and go ahead and drop me a sub. That's all the time I got for you today. See y'all next time.